Lần đầu tiên xin chào các độc giả đã đến với website rèn luyện kỹ năng.com. Khi tìm đến với website rèn luyện kỹ năng, chắc hẳn bạn đang mong muốn tìm cho mình một công cụ tốt nhất trong quá trình rèn luyện kỹ năng. Kỹ năng ở đây có thể là kỹ năng lãnh đạo, kỹ năng bán hàng, kỹ năng mềm, kỹ năng sống và rất nhiều các kỹ năng khác. Thông thường khi nghĩ đến việc rèn luyện các kỹ năng như chúng tôi đã đề cập ở trên, chúng ta thường hay nghĩ đến việc tìm mua cái đầu sách hoặc tham gia các chương trình hội thảo. Nhưng trong cuộc sống bận rộn của thế kỷ 21, thời gian và tiền bạc là hai thứ luôn bị giới hạn nhiều nhất. Với sự ra đời của website rèn luyện kỹ năng.com, chúng tôi mang đến cho bạn một công cụ tốt hơn trong việc rèn luyện kỹ năng của mình, đó chính là các DVD rèn luyện kỹ năng. Bạn sẽ không còn phải tốn quá nhiều thời gian để đọc sách hay tốn quá nhiều tài chính để tham gia các chương trình hội thảo. Chỉ cần bỏ DVD vào đầu máy, ngay lập tức bạn đã có thể tận hưởng những thước phim quý giá được chia sẻ từ các diễn giả nổi tiếng tại Việt Nam và trên thế giới. Website rèn luyện kỹ năng.com cung cấp đầy đủ cho bạn các DVD rèn luyện kỹ năng trên nhiều lĩnh vực. Tất cả các DVD rèn luyện kỹ năng của các diễn giả nước ngoài có tại website rèn luyện kỹ năng.com đều có phụ đề 100% hỗ trợ tối đa cho quý độc giả khi theo dõi. Rèn luyện kỹ năng.com cam kết chất lượng tất cả các DVD khi cung cấp cho quý khách hàng. Với hân hạnh được phục vụ cho rất nhiều các khách hàng trên cả nước. Chỉ cần click đặt hàng, trong vòng 1 đến 3 ngày, bạn đã có thể cầm sản phẩm trong tay. Rèn luyện kỹ năng hân hạnh được phục vụ quý khách.
Since the dawn of man, it has been the innate desire and responsibility to pass evolved knowledge from one generation to the next. From the earliest cave drawings to Egyptian hieroglyphics, from hidden scrolls and leather-bound books to microchips, never has a generation passed where leaders of the era did not set out on the quest to teach their students of tomorrow. Enter the new millennium. Here, right now, many of today's top minds from all walks of life share what they have learned to create an abundant life filled with wealth, inspiration, success, and happiness, so that you may apply these powerful teachings. From government leaders to athletes, from motivators to movie stars, this is the chance of our lifetime to gain practical insights from one of the most dynamic, inspirational, and diverse group of modern-day heroes. And now they wish to share their strategies with you so that you too can learn it, live it, and pass it on.
Welcome. This is where your journey begins. And where are we? Well, we're at a bank. But we're at a bank like no other. Let me explain. While it has vaults, they're not filled with diamonds and platinum and gold. Now, these vaults contain items much more valuable. Rather than things, they contain ideas. They contain concepts, strategies, and wisdom that's been passed down over the years and made contemporary and relevant by today's greatest achievers. And like most banks, there are deposits and withdrawals. However, at this one, you could make as many withdrawals as you'd like and never deplete the resources. In fact, oddly enough, the more withdrawals you make, the more deposits seem to come in. Now, many people therefore call this bank the bank of sustainable abundance. The vaults, these vaults that you're going to see here, are categorized into 4 areas: wealth, inspiration, success, and happiness. Why these concepts? Why these categories? It's simply because throughout time, These are the areas that people seem to strive for most in their lives. And you'll note that it makes an acronym, WISH. And then people will ask, are you telling us that we can wish our way to success? No, absolutely not, not even close. But what we are saying is this, that when you learn these ideas and put them to work, really put them to work, you can live a full life beyond your wildest expectations, and you can truly make your dreams and, yes, your wishes come true. Truth is that if you want these things to come into attraction, you got to first take action. So I'm going to ask that you keep your eye out for the common component here in all of the vaults, and that's called mentoring. Yeah, mentoring. It's the act of passing on, sharing information from one person to another. And mentoring comes in different forms. It could be one-on-one or through books or discs, courses, work, and videos as well.
One of the most important ingredients of success is mentoring.
Mentorship is really important to me because of the mentor I had. I played basketball at UCLA. I was on the first 2 NCAA championships there under the legendary coach, John Wooden. John Wooden went on to have that great run where he won 10 championships in 12 years.
You got something you want to do in a big way, find somebody who's been highly successful at what you want to do. Sit down with them. Ask them, how did you do what you accomplished? They'll tell you. You follow it, you can make it happen too.
If you want something in life, then align with someone who's getting the results that you want. Seek them out, do your homework, call them up, get persistent, change your approach. Do whatever it takes to find an outstanding mentor.
If you want to have mega success, you've got to have a mentor. I'm in university and I'm in an audience that just wows me with Buckminster Fuller, and I just saw the guy who took over Einstein stuff. Albert Einstein was Bucky's mentor, Bucky was my mentor, and I saw his radial arcs of his auric energy. That afternoon I went to work for him, spent the next 7 years traveling the world with him.
He was the finest mentor there was because he called himself a teacher. That's all he was a teacher. All 180 guys like myself that played for him, we were taught by the finest.
The easiest way to become an expert at something is find a mentor.
Empower yourself with people that are better than you. Search for leaders, search for eagles, search for the people that you want to have as your mentor.
Mentors are everywhere. Find one with a style and a demeanor that you like, and remember, ask great questions and put the answers into action.
When one is willing, when one is available to be taught, to be receptive, the teacher appears.
My role models, my heroes, my mentors, Lincoln, Booker T. Washington, Patton.
He knew what we needed to do, all the fundamentals and all the work it was going to take to get to that point. And that's what a mentor does for you. He gives you the game plan, how to get to where you need to go.
And to make this system have integrity, you got to be a mentee to a mentor, and then you got to go on and mentor someone else. That's how easy it is.
The greatest satisfaction in life is helping other people and having an influence in their life and passing it on to them so that they carry the torch after you leave this world.
In just a moment, I'll press that button, which is going to spin the combination, relax the locks, and open the vaults. There you'll be introduced to your mentors who will share with you on video and in their own words some of their contributions to this bank of wisdom. And when they do, they challenge you to the following. First, learn it. Take this information in. Ideas are going to spring forth like you're drinking from a fire hose. It's going to come fast and furious, and that's what you want. Next, live it. Put these ideas to work and really live a big life. And then, like the mentors you're about to meet, pass it on. Let's enter the first vault, wealth.
You are in the vault of wealth. Everyone wants to be here, but not everyone knows the way. In fact, it's been said you could ask 1,000 leaders how they became successful, how they became wealthy, and chances are you'll get 1,000 variations of how they did it. On the same note, ask these same leaders, what actual steps did you follow to get there? And you will find common denominators that each of them followed to go from where they were to where they are now. Okay, my catchphrase, my nickname, I know it's pretty cool, but a lot of people think I only mentor millionaires or I work with big giant corporations. And although that's true and pretty much what I do, I also mentor inner city kids in my hometown of San Diego, California. In fact, I want to share a story with you about a young man I worked with. His name was David. David the Goliath, I called him. 6'4" at only 14 years old. He was a really good kid. His father passed away and he didn't have a positive role model in his life. In fact, he got into a mentorship program because he stole a bicycle and carried a pocket knife to school. A no-no, and he knew better, but he was hanging out with the wrong crowd. So I decided to start working with him, and we built up a bond. It was wonderful. And about 2 months goes by, I could see he started progressing quite well. His homework got better, and he started making a difference around his household. So we ended up strategically over at a department store where we started walking around. And what do you know, we ended up over at the bike section. I said, hey Dave, do yourself a favor. Go pick out any bike here and you can have it. And he looks at me and says, what are you talking about? I'm just a kid. I got no money. I can't get a bike. I said, great, let's leave then. He goes, no. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, pick out any bike you want here and you could have it. He was lacking the key ingredient for all wealth building: confidence.
You have to believe more than anything that what you want can actually be.
Your attitude is either the lock on or key to your door of